Hello, everybody. This is Black Talk Sacramento number 12.
Hey, what's happening?
And we have a short show today for you guys. Our first guest was unable to be here today, but we have a fill-in for that. And we have the Honorable Gerry Gos Simpson going to fill in for our first guest. He has something special coming up.
Yeah.
And so I guess we're going to introduce ourselves, right?
Right.
Yeah.
What's happening? My name is Marichelle J. Brown.
And I'm Gerry Gos Simpson.
I'm Inside.
Yeah, and that's Antonio, quote unquote, Tony Harvey.
All right, Tony Harvey. And so we're going to try to do our opening song right now.
Dum 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 dum.
Black Talk Sacramento. Black Talk Sacramento. Come on down. Come on down. Come on down.
Come on down, y'all.
All right. So that's Black Talk Sacramento.
Black Talk Sacramento.
And
Underground Books.
Number 12, we had Underground Books, and you can come on down here. We are located at
2814 35th Street.
And you can call us at
916-737-333 and another three.
And come on down here. We have books for sale.
We got cards for sale.
We have crack for sale.
Hey, you got crack for sale?
We got crack for sale. We got bath
CDs
salts
for sale.
We got some bath
No crack.
Can you believe they made a drug called bath salts? That's some craziness. All right, so
Are you kidding? Well, we don't have crack for sale though, man. We don't. We
have all kind of crack for sale. Yeah.
He said no. Not in the house.
We have blossom crack. We have lemon crack. We have all kind of crack. We have all kind of flavors that you can choose from.
Anyway, good evening and welcome, y'all.
Okay. We gonna work with you, man.
We're gonna get him some help in about 20 minutes.
we got
some moonshine crack or
we
something.
have some gourmet crack. Gourmet crack. That's what we have. You know, we located right next to Starbucks.
Still ain't smoking.
Lawrence,
Still not smoking,
man.
Did he say Starbucks?
All right.
Old Soul Cafe House at the corner of 35th and Broadway.
That's right. All right.
Okay.
Come on down. It's the Bomb Diggity. We have all kind of books. We have CDs. We have all kind of stuff. And local artists. We have local artists here that you can buy a book from, support a local artist. And we have art on the wall. We have, who's the photographer that they have here? Who the photographer is, Tony, right?
That would be the sweet Maria Christie. She's on display here. Got some nice, colorful photos that she have taken over the past few years. Mostly I see at the Invisible events, but I see a lot of celebrities, local people here.
Yeah,
of course, the mayor. Come on down and check it out. Matter of fact, she's going to have a reception here, I believe, on September 26th. Underground Books. Come on down, check it out.
She's
a wonderful photographer, and I'm not talking about a black female photographer. I am talking about a photo artist. She's really, really good. She's laid back. That's how we don't hear. That's probably because we don't hear from her a lot. But she moves around a lot.
Documenting stuff is going on.
Oh, she's quiet,
and she works a lot with kids around this area too with her.
Okay, so what day is that she's going to have a reception?
September 26th.
Okay, yeah. Make sure
at Underground Books.
At Underground Books.
Well, let's introduce. Well, it's kind of an in-house thing that's happening. We got an in-house guest. We'd like to introduce no other than Gerry Gos Simpson, who had just opened his Galatique, which we kind of call a Galatique. It's a mixture between a gallery and a boutique over on 1825 Del Paso Boulevard. My man Gerry Gos Simpson, give it up.
Hey. Good evening.
Wait a minute. What's a Galatique?
A Galatique. Okay, well.
So this has evolved. Last time it was just a gallery. Now
it's a
Galatique.
It's a Galatique.
Okay.
I'm inside of a.
You're so black, you're just inventing words. Go ahead.
Well, hey, I'm inside of a retail environment, and what I did was leave it basically what it was. So I have experience as a visual merchandiser. So I took my visual merchandising experience, added it with art, and it became a gallery boutique. Hence, Galatique.
Okay.
So it's called Gos
Gos Art Gallery Studio.
Studio, yes.
All right.
And it's located uptown in the Design District.
North Sacramento.
Now we just we
reinventing everything, yo.
we actually have.
So Del Paso is now uptown.
That's right.
It's always been uptown.
It's always been uptown.
You just redefine the design, just the whole district. You're like,
it's actually always been uptown, and it was where Second Saturday actually originated out on Del Paso Boulevard. So we just had the grand opening, which was
July the 18th.
Yeah.
July the 18th, and I mean, it was amazing to
I thought it was August 18th, wasn't it?
Nah, man, it's been in July.
Okay, my bad. July
I was
18th.
having a 1661 moment, y'all. I've been painting in Sacramento for the last 16 years, and on the day that I opened up my gallery, I turned 61. So this is what I consider a 1661 moment, and we're making it happen.
All right, very good. And all right, so let's talk about your current project that you're working on right now.
My current project is titled Let the Children Play. Let the Children Play is a children's book that I'm about to come out with. I took a year and I painted approximately 25 to 27 pieces of art that culminated into a children's book. Let the Children Play. It tells the story about kids back in the day like myself and a few other people that are in this room who would want to be nameless. But it was back in the day when kids went outside to play. We didn't need technology. We didn't need electricity. All we needed was a friend. Come outside, push me, pull me, just play with me. We just needed that.
No video games. Huh?
No video games.
Okay.
And there's an importance that kids are missing out. When I was a kid, in the street is where I learned how to negotiate. It's where I learned how to get along with people. It was where I went out and I learned how to trust and stuff. So when kids are not out there doing this kind of stuff, they're missing something.
So the book is actually a collection of original art,
original paintings. Yes,
original paintings.
Yes.
The cover painting is over. Tell us about the cover.
Well, the cover painting. Well, let me just put it this way. I've been painting this neighborhood of kids for quite a bit of time now. The idea for the kids came from watching my kids and their antics when I used to paint in the kitchen. So the cover of the book is a part of a collection of paintings that's on permanent display at the UC Davis Medical Center.
Okay.
Yeah, it's a good feeling. The kids, when I first came to Sacramento, I was told by people that no one would ever buy this art with these kids with this nappy hair and these big lips. So 16 years later, they're buying it.
So you compiled all these paintings into a book.
Yeah, well,
children's book.
I actually created a whole new series of paintings just for the book.
Okay, all right. So it's based off those children.
It's based off those same children that I've been painting for years. Yes.
Okay.
Talk about those elements that you have. I only looked at it briefly. You got kids flying kites. You have kids playing double dutch. I mean,
it's kids.
That was the non-technology age back then.
Sure, you went outside. Your mom used to open the door early in the morning, and the first thing you did was hit the streets to figure out who you could find. So you played hopscotch. You played pogo sticks. You played stickball.
Pogo stick.
Pogo stick. Boing, 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 boing,
boing. Black folks on a pogo stick?
Well, we had pogo sticks.
I did.
All you need now is a unicycle. You need a unicycle.
I am so glad that you brought that up. With this book, I want to show that in the black community, we did things just like everybody else in any other community.
Okay.
We had fun, we live, and we enjoy.
Okay, the pogo sticks.
Yeah.
So you played on a pogo stick before?
I played pogo sticks, man.
I played pogo stick.
Yeah, I played pogo.
No,
Yeah.
What did you do?
The ball.
Pogo sticks, tetherball.
What were you out there
What was you playing, man?
Yeah. What was I doing?
You was in the books, huh?
No.
You were out there playing.
I was playing kung fu fighting. I thought I was a kung fu dude. You know what I'm saying?
Okay,
but back in those days, we didn't
jumping off the
we actually didn't need
the porch.
The type you could play.
Well, back
you couldn't afford a pogo
back
stick.
in the day, we didn't need anything because there's a page in the book I talk about kicking a can. You could take a can and just kick it down the street and it becomes a game.
Sharpen a stick.
Well, sharpen a stick, whatever you want to call it, hide and seek, whatever. It doesn't. Back then, it didn't take much. It didn't cost you anything. Today, for a kid to play, a game costs you $100. Then you got to buy the other game that go with the game that costs $50.
Then you got to buy the console.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah,
and then you better have a TV to plug it up to.
Right, you got to have a flat screen, right?
So what I'm trying to say is all the things that I'm talking about in the book, you didn't need.
And they got special plugs. You can't buy regular.
Special plugs needed.
And that also shows children, they become more social, right? And that's kind of what's.
Well, there's a big study going on right now that's talking about how important it is for kids to get outside and play. Not only is it good for them to be outside in the sun so they get that vitamin vitamin. But it's, once again, like I said, this is where we learn how to negotiate, how we learn how to get along with other people. We develop people skills and all that kind of stuff.
Okay, so tell me about your book. Who's the protagonist in your book? Do you have one single person that's causing trouble in the book and then they got to straighten them out, like, you know?
No, not really. It's basically just telling the story about how we get along. It's about bringing people together. You know, I need you, you need me kind of thing. It's all about the kumbaya moment.
Oh, the kumbaya moment.
Oh. Now, you actually, you did all the paintings, and
yes.
you wrote the book, and you have a co-writer also.
I wrote the book. And it sounds like a grown-up talking, but then I brought in someone else that came in that was very happy, that decided to do the remix. That wooga wooga wooga.
Who's that? Who's this other person? Who's this mysterious? Is this your ghostwriter that you got?
Hey, I got a ghostwriter. She's not a ghostwriter. She's a real person. She's Ayana Fabio.
Okay, so she's your editor or your?
She's not only she's my editor.
Consultant.
She's actually put it to
contractor.
No,
outsourced.
No, she made it easy on the ears.
Oh, okay.
And on the eyes. She made it easy. She made it child friendly. She made it easy for a kid to read it and relate to it. Okay. I was writing some grown folks stuff.
Oh, okay. You using the big words.
Yeah, I was using the big words, and she broke me down to the lowest equation. So, with the help of Miss Fabio, it's Fabio.
Oh, it's fabulous.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying.
She happens to be here in the audience tonight.
And she's over here in the corner acting like she's not here. But say something. Let us know you're here. Say ooh. Hello.
All right.
So it's been a great experience, you know.
So what age group is this book for?
What age group are we talking to?
No, you can't. No, you understand. You can't be like looking at somebody else. You can't outsource your answer.
Well, no. We're dealing with like age 5 and maybe to 10.
Okay.
About the 5 to 10.
Okay.
You know, but I got a feeling that a lot of adults are going to buy the book too because they dig the art.
Well, yeah, because it's original art, and I think that's what makes it, which makes it kind of original, because you have, it's actual paintings, which you have. What is
they're
it,
on
about
display?
16 that's on display.
Well, there's the 16 that are on display. There's 5 that are on display at the Fortune School, and then I was working with these people, and they forced me to have to make about 3 more other paintings. They were saying, well, you didn't have a painting that said this part, or you didn't have a painting that covered these words. So now either we're going to cut these words out, or you're going to paint again. So I just got finished painting 3 more additional pieces to the
Okay, so what's this book called again?
It's called Let the Children Play.
And when is it going to come out?
It's very soon, I promise.
Okay,
take your time.
Well, it's going to be out just in time for Christmas.
Yeah. No, it will be out. It will be out this year, and he will be having a reception over at Gos Art Gallery Studios.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
And it will also be bringing
it to Oak Park too.
Yeah, we'll be bringing it to Oak Park. So
to wherever there's a bookstore.
Yeah,
to wherever there's a child.
Wherever there's
a bookstore near you.
Yes, a bookstore coming soon.
Okay, so all right. So we're gonna move on to our next guest, which is
yes.
Who do we have next up?
So our next guest for today, and thank you all for having me here. Our next guest.
Well, we're glad for having you, man.
Thank you. It's a real pleasure. Okay, our next guest for today is Mr. Leo Hickman. He is a professional tea sommelier.
What's that?
He's a sommelier.
A sommelier.
A sommelier.
And what is a sommelier?
We'll get to that.
Salmonella?
He's a professional tea sommelier. He's a biomedical engineer, a post 9/11 soldier, an athlete, a world traveler. He is the founder of Classy Hippie Cafe, which is created of his experiences. In his travels, he has had the opportunity to experience loose teas from all around the world. And now he is acting upon his vision. Mr. Hickman has embarked on his quest to bring amazing teas to us. So, ladies and gentlemen, this is Mr. Hickman.
Hey.
Okay, so wait, I'm going to ask the question in a hurry because everybody wants to know. What the hell is a sommelier?
What's a salmonella?
It's a country in Africa.
Okay.
See, he knows how to get right in. Just fit right in, brother. Welcome.
There it is.
Welcome to Black Talk Sacramento.
Thank you.
So can you explain to everybody what a sommelier is?
So traditionally, a sommelier is associated with wine. And when you would go to a high-end restaurant, you would get your menu menu and you would say, I want steak, and you would ask for a wine to be paired specifically with your steak. Well, as people become more health conscious, more conscious of acids, more conscious of the foods that they're putting into their body, they're making a change to tea. And so tea is getting the exact same recognition because it has the exact same depth of history. And now tea can be paired with your meal as well.
Okay.
Okay. Wow. That's great. Okay. So right now I'm cleaning my palate.
He's cleaning his palate.
We have.
He's also experimenting with new words he's found.
For our listening audience, we have a bit of a show and tell thing happening right now.
That's right. It's a beautiful
So
scene.
we have a layout. Can you explain everything?
Yeah, what's happening here with our layout? We have 2 cups, 2 tiny cups.
A tall one, a tall and a short.
We are about to play tea.
I know. So when you drink this, you hold your pinky out. But okay. So we have. What do we have here? We have 2 cups. We have a larger small cup, and then a small cup. So what's happening here?
So actually, both cups are about the same size. They're about 1.5 ounces. The cup to your right is going to be your smelling cup.
A smelling cup.
Your lips never touch that cup.
Oh, lips never touch this cup.
Lips never touch.
Okay, so I'm about to smell. Okay, so
we must do that now. We must smell now.
Do that now.
Okay, so we're going
smelling
through,
now. We're gonna smell now.
Okay, so we're gonna smell it. So do we kind of do it like as if we were getting ready to taste wine?
Exactly.
Okay.
Yep.
It's kind of like a fresh, like a fresh
Sweet smell.
Peach. Is it peach in there or something? No, rose, or it smell like a flower. Like,
Some hips.
Wait a minute. I'm trying. My nose thing ain't very well.
Get your hips moving.
Okay. All right. So it smells fresh.
Yeah.
Okay. Is it pear or something? Is it like a? Wait a minute. All I gotta do is nod if I'm getting close. So what do you smell? What do you smell?
Let me see.
Like mine gone.
It's fresh, but
He ain't got no.
is it a fruit? Wait a minute. Is it a fruit?
It is a fruit.
Okay. All right. So
Okay. I believe that it may be banana.
Right.
Oh,
got it.
I smell that banana now.
Now you say it opens wide up.
Yeah, yes. Banana, very good.
So banana is what you're going to catch on the front end.
Marichelle got it right.
Coconut on the back.
Okay.
With a coconut.
Okay.
So banana, coconut.
Coconut is going to be the sweetener because coconut's more like an oil. The consistency of it's different. It's going to trail going down your throat and give an aftertaste.
As in wine, those are tears.
Well,
yes.
It's
wait a minute. Before we go any further, so you actually graduated today.
I did.
So what did you graduate from?
He's a Salome.
Okay, he's a salmonella. So what did you graduate from today?
So I just finished with the International Tea Masters Association.
Whoa, that sounds
to become a certified tea sommelier.
Okay.
There's the guy who's the head tea sommelier out of Ritz-Carlton in London. Also came out of this program just 6 months ago. So a lot of
Well, congratulations. Yeah.
Congratulations on that.
Okay, so we want to take the next step. So what's the next step in
our exploration of this?
Going to be taking the tall cup,
taking the white. We holding up a white, taller.
Pour it over cup. Into the smaller cup.
Pour that small cup,
and you don't have to pour it all.
I'm messy.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So once again, that tall cup, your lips never touch.
Your lips never touch.
Okay.
And what that goes back to is the traditional ceremonies.
Which ceremony is this? From what country or Japan?
This is a mix between
Japanese.
It's from Southern Oak
Chinese.
Park.
Is it
Chinese? This is a mix between Chinese and Japanese.
Okay.
The Japanese ceremony is going to be more of a ritual of having every single piece of silverware, whereas the Chinese ceremony is about moving in circles, just like the body does in circulation.
Okay.
Everything is continuous. Everything is qi.
Okay.
The ceremony is actually called gong fu in Chinese, which sounds very similar to
Kung Fu. Yeah.
Exactly. It was turned into a martial art. Everything you do.
So it's an art form. It's an art form. So food is art. Maybe.
I don't want to.
Don't get me lying.
Don't change the tradition.
He said, "Don't get me lying over here."
Okay, so I got some tea in my little bitty cup. So what's happening?
There it is.
Okay.
So from there, you're going to put it to your lips, and
Do you want to hold it like this? Like, what's the traditional way to hold
you're going
it?
to take your thumb and your pointer finger.
Okay, like here.
Okay. Yeah.
Trigger finger.
And there it is.
Okay.
And just tip. and just enough to coat the mouth, and you're going to roll it around the mouth, creating bubbles. What that is going to do is create a more full feeling in your mouth.
Bubbles.
It's like I got a mouthful of banana bread.
But it's a slurp.
Like slurp. Yes.
Slurp? Okay.
It's like banana nut bread.
Right on.
Okay.
So this is more of a dessert tea.
Okay.
Yeah, but it's also a tea that would take very well to milk or liquor.
This is good for someone who's on a diet.
It goes with
It's a
milk
psych
or
your
liquor,
mind.
Saying, or?
You could turn this into a breakfast.
It really tastes like a bit of piece
it
of
does
cake.
have like a nice little aftertaste that's kind of cool.
So that's by design to have the aftertaste. So you
very
designed to have
consistent,
aftertaste.
The down note.
You want it consistent.
Yeah.
Okay.
I like
Can we
that.
take two of them?
So absolutely.
Okay.
And then
so now what type of tea is this?
that is called banana jack.
Banana Jack.
Okay.
Yes, and it is
So
banana.
does it go good with Jack
Daniels.
It absolutely would because it has a touch of spice. In it.
Okay.
Taste that. I do taste that. I do taste that.
Good. And as you can tell, looking in front of you at that white napkin,
Yes.
I've compared the banana jack to a.
Okay, so we have okay, so on
the right is going to be a regular Lipton.
okay, and then on the left is
going
the
to be
actual.
the banana jack.
So this is that tea.
And the banana
right.
jack has a lot more chunk than the
Exactly.
Now what about caffeine?
Wait, before you go any further. Can you drink the jack warm too?
Oh man.
Okay, so it can go either way.
See, the beautiful thing with tea is depending on the mood you're in when you drink it, it's just going to enhance it. It's like any other drug, any other addiction.
Drug?
It really is.
Well,
So you're saying tea is a drug?
Oh yeah.
I mean,
Tea
you know,
is
you
smooth.
kind of went crack.
He like, so we got tea flavored crack. We have Jack coconut crack. Okay, so
It can take you up, it can take you down.
Okay.
Okay.
So do you know the history of tea, like how it came to like the Indian East Company, from
right
England,
on.
right?
Nice.
So how do you know the history of tea? When did it come to England? When did Europe get aware of tea? Or
So it came to England in the 1600s.
Europe?
And long story short, it was supposedly a beautiful woman, and you had the Duke of Earl. And, he was upset, and they sent the beautiful woman in with this cup of tea, and that's how you got Earl Grey.
Oh, okay.
From there, it became the world-renowned tea that it is, but it all started.
And
with
also Captain Picard loves Earl Grey
who's Captain Picard?
from Star Trek. He does. He loves. Yeah, that's yeah. So even into the future, tea will survive.
There it is. The British Empire.
British are coming, y'all.
So
I just revealed my geekdom.
So did tea originate in
Tea
England?
originates in China.
In China. Okay.
And long story short, kind of like slaves.
Whoa. I don't
Tea
think that's too much of a
originated in
short
China.
story, though.
they had a block on the market because they were the only ones who had the seeds to grow it. So what the British did is they took some of the seeds and they went down to India, which is now the second largest producing country.
So they actually stole the tea from China
planted
and then took it to India,
and
where
they
they
grew a
because that's
variation of
where
the same plant.
right because it was because India was a colony of British.
Was
Right.
a British colony.
Oh,
it's just a
so they
southern
stole okay.
Knockoff
Like-
tea.
So that's where the East Indian Company came from.
Right.
Knockoff tea.
They
That's
did
what
bootleg.
it
They
is.
bootlegged the tea.
They stole that.
Well,
That was-
no, that's interesting. That's a very interesting story because, yeah.
And so from there,
It's a lot
they
like
started
everything else we
exporting.
know.
Yeah.
And
Wow,
now
that's very
Britain is known
interesting.
for tea, but they don't actually grow any tea themselves. They just own a lot of territory.
The distribution of tea.
that grow it. Right.
The distribution. They own the distribution.
So
lanes.
where can we get this
Classy hippie juice.
juice? Because no, I'm kind of feeling myself. What's that song about? I can't feel myself. This is kind of cool, y'all.
I woke up like this.
So my shop is called. I love it.
Okay.
We are the Classy Hippie Tea Company, and where you
stop.
can pick.
Why did you choose the name Classy Hippie?
Man,
Tippy?
so this is internet radio,
Tippy.
right?
Yeah,
You can say what you want to say.
podcast.
Tell the truth.
Okay, but can we get the address?
Shame
Let's get
the
the
devil.
address real
Get
quick.
the address.
Okay, so we Classy Hippie Cafe.
3823 V as in Victor Street,
Okay.
Right next to UC Davis Hospital off of Stockton Boulevard.
Over by the theater, right? There's a theater
inside the same building as the theater, and the building actually says Sac Prep Music School.
Okay.
Sac Prep Music School.
Yep.
Right.
So by
okay.
DMV?
Now, how can people
right around the corner?
How can people get in contact with you? Is there a phone number?
The phone number is 916-235-3243.
Say it again.
916-235-3243.
Okay. Now, also, can they social media like Facebook?
Oh yes.
Okay.
Classy
Twitter.
Classy Hippie Cafe, all over Facebook.
Just go to Google; it'll
come
pop
up. Yep.
Okay. Now, how the hell did you come up with the name Classy Hippie, man?
So I had lost quite a bit of money on an event, and I lost quite a bit of money on an event, and I was trying to figure out a way to pay rent. I'm sitting back with a couple of homies one night, and we had a doobie out the world.
Doobie out the world, and then that's what
Is that the Doobie Brothers?
And as we started eating, it was like, man,
I wish I had some tea. You was eating like, man, I wish I had some tea. So it was a munchie
Well, we started
incident.
thinking about women.
Oh,
And
okay.
all these women are going to yoga classes, and afterwards they're going to coffee shops, but they really didn't want coffee.
They wanted tea.
They wanted tea, and they were buying bagged tea, so I tapped into the market.
Okay. So this is healthy for you? Very healthy, right? Yeah.
Oh yeah. There's
Well, he
no
said it was-
additives,
he was
no
a
sugar,
drug.
no anything.
Okay. Hey Tony, did you get a chance to try this, man?
Try this.
Yeah, yours is.
Have a
Yours is
spot.
right there. Yeah.
Yeah, but
Oh,
have a spot.
yours is right there. Is it? Oh, that's
That's his right
okay.
there. So take the
Make sure you got your fingers right. The pointer
white.
finger in your
No,
thumb.
you must have sniffed it. But
No,
sniff it first.
no, not that one.
Sniff the white. Oh boy. I'm so glad this ain't TV.
The other one.
Okay. The one is in the
That's
white.
why some people are just good for radio.
Okay, pour it in the. Oh,
But you got to smell something.
it.
Smell
it
something.
first.
Get the feeling.
Okay, so
Get the feeling.
okay.
Get the feeling.
You smell the banana? Smell the banana? Okay.
yeah, you smell the spice. And it,
All right, now pour it down in that.
Wait a minute. Wait a minute. What else do you smell in there though? Some gin.
okay,
Some
now
chicken wings.
pour that one in. Pour that one into the
little
other
bitty cup.
Okay.
No,
No, just a
some
little
of it.
bit. Just a
Yeah,
little
just a
bit.
little
You got
bit.
pour it fast. You
A
got
little
pour it
dab
fast.
will do you. Go
Okay,
on,
there
get
There
it.
you go. Okay. Now, kind of
Hold with your pointer.
hold it with your
pinky
up,
finger. Yeah,
with your pointy finger and your thumb.
No. That's
No, we're going African
Here we
with
go.
it, man.
There you go.
Well, okay,
There
kind
you
of.
go,
Yeah, and then kind of when you sip it, kind of make
You
the
got to
bubble.
slurp. You got to slurp.
about drinking out of jelly jar.
Oh, well, you know
It's like a
about
jelly
it.
shot.
Okay, yeah.
It's like a Jello shot.
Don't make them spill it.
So it's not red Kool-Aid, man.
I swear it tastes like you got some
Okay.
serious banana
So-
nut bread up in there.
Right on, man.
So kind of take a sip where it's
Take
kind
a
of
swirl. That's delicious.
Is it good?
Make you want to smack yo.
Okay. So is there a rule that you don't use any kind of sweetener in there, or because they don't have any?
Because we're dealing with whole leaf tea, and
Okay.
it's more of a lifestyle, a culture.
That's right.
That culture is as holistic as possible. And so if people want to add
They can.
sugar,
Oh, honey?
I actually,
No honey?
It depends because if you're dealing with a vegan, they won't want it.
They won't want none
You know?
of that.
So what
right.
would if I would like to, because I would like to buy some from you. So, but if I would like to add sweetener, what would you suggest?
Why you want to do that? See, you're the type of person that would put ketchup on stuff.
Oh, now what's wrong with my ketchup and hot sauce?
Get a Ferrari looking for the cup holder.
Why you gonna mess with a brother, man?
Okay, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Go on,
Ketchup
go on
with
now,
the
go on.
fries and the hot sauce with the
Go
wings.
ahead.
Come on now.
But if you're a vegan, you can go straight.
Okay.
So what kind of sweetener would you recommend if they wanted something?
Actually,
That's healthy.
Is there like a plant that you can put in there that's sweet already? Or
there is. So,
yeah, what is that called? That's
stevia.
Stevia. Yeah. And you probably
and
heard
that's
it.
nice, but
Is that anything like
for me,
Activia?
No, it doesn't have that aftertaste.
Okay.
Beautiful thing about stevia is it mixes well with everything.
Yeah.
Bad part of it is you want to get it in a liquid form because the powder form will clump.
Right. And then also you can use, because I've tasted stevia with just the leaf, because it's usually the leaf.
And that's all it is.
Yeah, that's all it is. Oh man.
Yep. But what I actually brought with me today is actually a organic coconut extract.
Oh.
And so what I would do is I'm gonna add in a little bit of a few drops for you guys to sweeten it up, and you can tell the difference.
Okay.
But it's I'm adding in the exact same sweetener, which is already in there.
Right.
Instead of adding in the
natural
third product.
Yeah. So everything is natural.
All right.
Yeah.
So no Rohypnol. You don't want to put in. Okay. You're not gonna roofie us. Okay.
And one other
you said
thing,
a couple
really
drops.
Quick, you were putting out your pinky a lot. History behind that, you were asking about history earlier. Back in England, so again, they were getting upset with the porcelain that the Chinese were coming up with and that they were pouring their tea in, and a delicacy of it. So they figured, hey, we're just as good. We're going to make porcelain cups. Well, they made the handle really small. So now you couldn't get your fingers through, and it became customary to pinch it and poke your pinky out. Now, at that time, it also gave the ladies time to show off their nail game, their rings, and
their gloves, or whatever they have.
Right.
Okay.
So then it became trendy.
Okay. So because in China they don't have handles, they just have
they just have the cups that we have.
Okay.
Yep.
Very good.
So they wanted to put their twist on, and they added a handle.
That's called stealing somebody else's idea.
Culture.
Yeah.
That's a culture. That's cultural appropriation.
And then try to make it yours. You put a ring on yours, and hey,
but that's something that has been done over and over and over and over.
If it's not broke, don't fix it.
But it's good to know that tea is from China and not from England. You know,
not from India. Yeah, it's not indigenous to India. So tea is from Asia.
Right. I mean, it is now though.
Well, of course.
Now
things have changed.
Originally,
but I'm talking about where it originated.
Right. But India does make some of the best tea now that you'll ever find. And in addition to Africa, which is one of the teas that we specialize in, called a rooibos or rooibos. It's one of the only teas in the world that's non-caffeinated. And it has.
Why you pointing at me?
Because we know how you was thinking.
You go there.
Okay.
Naturally sweet, naturally non-caffeinated, and it has about 50 times more antioxidants than green tea. Naturally.
Are there any teas that are not good for you that you wouldn't suggest?
Like a crack tea.
Okay, there you go.
She like
right off the top, Lipton tea.
Lipton's not good for you. Okay. But we didn't say that Lipton, so don't be.
We didn't say a word.
Don't sue us.
Hey. They're not sponsors.
We love Lipton.
If you have a problem with depression,
it's not good for you,
or anything like that, I wouldn't give you a tea that's going to bring you down, such as chamomile. I would give you a natural stimulant, such as a tulsi from India.
Okay.
So you say, chamomile.
Chamomile is nice, but
I like chamomile.
It brings you down. It's a mellow.
Yeah,
I like chamomile a lot.
So if you naturally have a more depressed demeanor, I don't want to bring you further down. I want to bring your spirits up.
So what would you use to bring it up?
That would be like a yerba mate or a tulsi. Rooibos is really nice. Or any of the teas are going to have a little bit of caffeine.
When you had that doobie, which tea was?
I know. So when you was coming up with this idea, when you was smoking, when you was smoking some weed,
was bringing you up.
So what tea was you craving then?
Brownies.
Brownie tea. He said, does this come in chocolate?
I love it, man.
You need to go searching for that banana nut bread. But
that was actually the night we came out with a cookbook to go with it. It's called A High Times.
Okay.
Yeah, the cookbook is paired with different teas.
Oh, really?
And it's about 4 years of being high and pairing it with food.
Okay. So the cover is nothing but smoke.
No, so do you? This
Smoke
is an actual book, right?
Okay, let me see.
Okay, so
is the book available?
Yeah, very soon.
Okay. Coming soon.
So when his come out, that's when yours gonna come out. When Gos's book come out, that's when yours gonna come out.
That's a good answer. Coming soon.
Okay, all right.
So are there any other projects that you're working on? Anything coming up?
Yes, one huge project. We just launched a cosmetic line, Classy Cosmetics, but all of our beauty products are infused with tea.
Okay.
Now, there are other companies that are doing this. One big caveat to my company is we paired with a nonprofit out of Kenya, and all the proceeds go to helping these women rebuild their lives after being contracted with AIDS and things like that.
Oh, very cool.
Okay. So it helps them get back on their feet. 100% of the proceeds. So if you think of like Oprah School, all of my proceeds
Classy school
go back to
Okay, all right, Classy school. All right.
And there's a school in Peru, Cambodia, and Kenya that I support and bring in different materials. So we're really turning into an import company.
So I'd like to ask you a question. Where are you originally from, my friend?
I'm from New Jersey, brother.
New Jersey. And so am I.
Yeah. Gos is from New Jersey as well.
Okay.
So that's why he gave that little, where you from, brother?
So we were talking earlier, and you were saying that you also have a company that's in Delaware.
My parent company is called Leo Sensations.
Okay.
That was the company that I held my first event and lost almost $10,000 on that first event.
Oh, yeah.
Now, it was a huge
hit, a lot of money.
But at the same time, it wasn't.
Right.
Because it was an event that Sacramento said, okay, brother, we
They
see
took
you.
notice.
We see you, yeah.
Who are you? And it cost me a lot of money on the front end, but
You got some political
in
capital.
turn, I could have held a bunch of small venues, and no one would know who I am. I would still be fighting uphill battle.
Okay.
So
you got your foot in the door with that event.
I did, but after that,
but the door slammed on your foot.
Are you missing a few toes? Let me see your feet.
I was smoking.
He said, I was limping afterwards.
But the most important thing is you're still standing.
Yeah.
So
That's
the great part about all of it.
And that was actually the first time I actually ran into Gos.
Yes.
I put out a note and I said, guys, my wife left me. I'm out of money. I have 2 weeks left to pay rent. How can you help me? And I said, Gos, I want to put on another event, which didn't make sense, but he gave me art to furnish my entire house.
Wow.
And I turned it into an event center.
Okay.
And I made rent that month.
Oh, very good. So you had a rent art party.
There it is.
There you go.
And we
Yeah.
cooked,
Right on,
we
bro.
brought in professional chefs.
Well, he was ready. When he talked to me, he was ready to say, I'm ready to go. I'm leaving. I don't want to do nothing. And I told him, I said, you got to at least try it one more time. Maybe just switch it up a little bit.
Yeah.
And he stayed. So, hey, have some tea, y'all.
4 years later.
Right. What's that Kermit meme? He was like, but it ain't none of my business. He said,
No, but it was great.
okay, so he's going to put some.
he's gonna put some
we're
more
going to
tea
try
in here.
some more.
He's going to put like a droplet of something. I don't know what
He's got a droplet of Ubadoo. Y'all ever had the Ubadoo?
Okay.
What's a Ubi do? Okay.
This is what we get ready to have, an Ubadoo. Hey, come on.
What's a Ubi do?
Hey,
He just making up words.
we're just having it.
Galatique.
Look, we used to play drums and nobody understood, so now I'm making up words. You got to make up your own words. Send them down the wrong alley.
Okay. So now what we're doing is we're dropping some. This is the coconut, right?
Some
Organic coconut.
Organic coconut.
Coconut extract. Coconut.
Well, slow down on your tea, man.
Also known as Goobadoo.
That's the Gos word for it. Gooby-doo? You got some of that Gooby-doo? So what you talking about, brother? Gooby-doo.
Okay. So here we go.
Here we go.
Right. Taste it. Just like.
So this is supposed to sweeten it up, or?
It's going to sweeten it up a little.
Okay.
So is this the same banana nut tea?
And the other thing that it's going to do, in addition to sweeten it, is it leaves a slight film on your lips. After you go to lick your lips afterwards.
So you can kiss somebody.
Right, you kiss, they're going to get coconut.
Oh, so you kiss somebody with coconut lips.
Yeah, sweeter than the Chicos.
Some Gooby-Doo lips. Gooby-Doo. He said,
Slow down.
He like, come on, baby. No, he like, come here, baby. Let me get you some of this Gooby-Doo.
Are you good, Tony? Wait. Tony just did a shot.
It happens to be really, really good. In fact, you can fill me up a couple more times.
Do we got any bigger cups?
He like, wait a minute, I'm gonna go down to 7-Eleven. I'll be right back.
That's too crazy.
Oh, this is good. This is good. This is great.
All right, so we have some Gooby Doo tea.
So you have to tell them one more time where they can get this, because they're gonna come in looking for the banana nut tea. The classic.
Is that the name?
No, it's not. What's the name?
This tea right
Jack
here is called Banana Jack.
Banana Jack.
Banana nut.
I think that's a bread, right? That's a banana nut bread.
But you know what, though? The sad part about it, the great part about it actually tastes like you're drinking liquid banana nut bread.
Nice.
Oh,
and you can get
so
what's a Hippie Cafe.
What's a good women? So do you serve like pastries along with the tea at the thing, or you have like a?
So with me losing a lot of money, I got really smart. In the restaurant,
you want some crackers?
I got some saltines.
Okay. He said, "This is how classy folks do it.
These are good.
This is classy saltines. We got classy saltines, some Gooby Doo saltines. Okay, go ahead.
Gooby Goo.
So the way we do it now is Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday at 7 p.m. We have tea tastings. Tuesday is solely tea.
Okay.
Wednesday, we have tea and meditation. Thursday, we do tea and food.
Okay.
Throughout the weekend, I'm traveling, doing tea tastings, tea shows, sitting down with different people.
Okay. Right. So you rotate your.
So do you have a lot of people interested in tea shows?
Oh yeah.
Is that something that's turning into something?
Again, a lot of the liquor shows, the wines, spirits, those type of shows. There's never anyone there that doesn't have liquor. So I'm used as the guy that sobers people up.
So do you have like? Do you have like
there's no competition for me?
Right. Do you have like a demonstration of a authentic Japanese ceremony, a tea ceremony?
I can do a Japanese, a Chinese, and an Indian ceremony.
Oh, very cool.
Yeah.
Can you do an urban ceremony?
That's actually my
what you're
style.
working on.
A Negro, a Negro ceremony.
Another beautiful thing that I want to add.
That's where the doobie come in.
Put your pinky out when you smoke this.
Cold-blooded.
Oh, God. See, Leo, I didn't tell you what you was in for when you came, bro. I was being nice and just said, would you come on? I didn't tell you. I didn't tell you.
This doobie is made with a special tea.
There it is.
Blend.
Lining.
There it is.
More chunky.
One other thing I do want to add, on top of my tea sommelier certification, which I just got, I have a certification from the University of New Mexico as an herbalist. So the last 3 years, I've been working as an herbalist, and that side of me can prepare teas that have medicinal properties.
Okay.
The tea that you tasted today is more of a leisure tea. If it's summer, it's hot, you want something refreshing, most people are going to like, this will go good with most things.
Okay.
But if you come in and you say, hey, Leo, man, my cholesterol's through the roof and I really need to bring it down, I'm really tired of this Western medicine, then we can get you on a regimen of tea.
So do you have like a sex tea?
You want
real potent? I want like a potent tea where I could go all night. I'm like, woohoo!
Literally,
This is Gooby Doo. I gotta tell you
the thing. This is nature's Viagra.
Oh.
Viagra. Which one? The
You got a Viagra tea? Do you got a Viagra tea?
Something that we do naturally. It's native to our culture.
Okay.
Here.
Almonds.
Miss Fabio Brown.
A handful of almonds is going to increase your blood flow.
Okay.
And the more watermelon you eat, and this goes for females as well as males.
That's why they told you brothers not to eat watermelon. They made it a bad thing because they knew if y'all got the watermelon, things would...
It's known as nature's Viagra.
Watermelon?
Really? Watermelon.
Watermelon.
And what's the nut that you was talking about?
Almonds.
Almond nut. Almond.
That increases your blood flow.
Oh. And then you have some tea to go with that. You got tea to go. So which tea is the Viagra tea?
I would throw it. Well, the Viagra tea is going to be the watermelon.
Hey, I'm serious.
The Viagra is going to be the watermelon. Just eat watermelon.
Oh, okay.
You don't even need the tea.
Really?
Watermelon is serious.
But I can't afford a watermelon.
But then you want to find a patch.
I know you got to carry a big ass watermelon.
Hold on, baby.
I need something I can package up. I can't be like, hey, baby. I show up at her door and be like, I got this big ass watermelon. He show up at her door with a watermelon.
And then you gonna have everybody over at the farmer's market.
12 a.m. You be like, hey, baby, how you doing?
Coming with the watermelon.
Oh, God,
He said, seedless.
Bringing the watermelon in a bottle of wine, you know?
You like seedless watermelon. I got this seedless watermelon right here, baby.
Do you have some kind of tea that'll help?
So is there watermelon tea? You got like a watermelon?
I do not have a watermelon infused tea. I just serve the juice.
Okay. All right.
You serve watermelon juice?
I do.
Okay.
Okay, so do you do you juice too? You do the juicing thing?
I purchase those. I don't make that myself. The watermelon is one of the only fruits that you can consume the entire thing, from the rind to the seeds to the guts.
Okay. So why did they used to tell you when you was a kid, if you eat the rind, you're going to get sick?
The rind is where all the nutrients is.
Have y'all heard that? You heard that, right? You ain't supposed to eat the rind, but now you tell about to eat the rind.
As a juice, I wouldn't bite through it.
Okay.
So you can just juice it, just put it in the juicer and be like...
The whole thing.
Okay.
The whole thing.
Yeah. All right, very cool.
That, bananas, all of that. The pill is where all your nutrients is.
Oh, very cool. Okay. So, yeah, I'm going to look at watermelon, totally different now.
I do that and almonds. That's part of my regimen.
You start in trouble, brother.
I'm going to be like, hey, look at this watermelon, baby. You want to get a watermelon? And some tea? And some Gooby-Doo? You know what I'm saying? Wait a minute. No. I got this from Classy. Classy's certified, man. He's certified. He's certified. He said that this works, goddammit. Okay, so...
so now you're going to be going on dates to the farmer's market.
Yeah, okay? Like, come on, baby, let's go to the farmer's market. Come on. Okay, it's all natural. This is organic.
Okay, where can they get in contact with you again?
We have ClassyHippieCafe.com if you want to order online. We ship internationally. And then we also have, if you're here locally, 3823 V as in Victor Street, just off of Stockton Boulevard, next to the UC Davis Hospital.
Do you have an online store, or do you have? Do. Okay, so what's your online address for your store?
ClassyHippieCafe.com.
Okay, so go to Classy Hippie
Cafe.com.
Okay, and it's on the corner of Stockton Boulevard and V Street, right?
Yes.
Right over there by UC Davis,
over
by the emergency
Performing
room.
Arts Center.
Okay.
What's the name of that theater again?
Grange Performing Arts Center.
Okay, look for Grange and you'll find the tea.
All right, and some watermelon.
And some watermelon. and some banana. That's it. And some gooba-doo.
And some gooba-doo.
And some
dooby-doo. He's scatting up in his mouth.
Ladies and gentlemen, give it up for Mr. Hickman.
Give it up for Leo Hickman, everybody. Thank you for bringing the tea. Wait, is there more tea? Thank you so much, my brother.
What time is it now? We got
Observer News.
Observer News.
Oh, Observer News, y'all. Observer News.
So what's
Bring it straight to you. What's happening in the neighborhood?
What do we have
Antonio?
in Observer News this
Tell
week?
us something good. Put that tea down, Marishal, bro. He trying to keep getting the goober.
Okay. I know we broadcasting this right now, but maybe we should talk about this.
What are we talking about?
Sacramento Hometown Heroes Parade.
Hey, that sounds good.
Friday, September 11th, and the city will
Who are the
honor.
heroes?
Here we go.
All right.
He said, just waited for it.
Wait for it.
I got you guys. Okay, the city of Sacramento will honor and celebrate our hometown heroes, Anthony Sadler, Alex Scarlatos, I hope I'm pronouncing that right, it sounds Greek, and Spencer Stone, and everyone at this table and in the audience know what these gentlemen did over in France.
Yes, sir.
Oh, yeah.
Stopped the terrorist gunmen from wiping out a whole bunch of people on a high-speed
beat
train.
him down and hogtied
him down.
And then one of the guys put his finger in another guy's wound so he
keep
wouldn't
him from
bleed.
bleeding to death.
Yes. I believe that was Anthony Sadler.
Do you know how to do that, Leah? Because you was in the military, right? You think you would have took him out, right? Leah? Oh, you want to, because that's nasty. I
got some tea.
We got some tea for that wound.
Give him a Band-Aid.
Some doobies, too.
Okay.
So where's the parade going to be?
Well, no, let's speak about that, though.
But so the parade will be this Friday, September 11th, which I also know is 9/11. So it's going to be a lot of things going on besides just honoring these men. 9/11, 2001, we all know about that. The parade starts, it goes from 12 to 1. And it will parade down Capitol Mall and up to the west steps of the Capitol. So that's what's happening. Anthony Sadler, his dad is pastor at Shiloh Baptist Church here in Oak Park.
Oh, wow.
Anthony is a 23-year-old student who attends Sac State.
Wow.
I think he's in sports medicine.
And I believe that they were just over there on vacation.
They was hanging out.
Yeah, now these three from
they had
the
just
reports.
left Amsterdam.
Right, exactly. And from these three, they grew up together.
On the plane. They were sleeping
met in
when
elementary
we went down.
school.
Let them tell it.
They met in elementary school, and they're all older. The other two gentlemen, they are in the service. I think one is in the Air Force, and maybe the other one's in the Marine. Whatever it is, they're in the U.S. military, and they were on vacation, and then they invited
And they stopped off in Amsterdam.
You know, and actually, I was looking at these photos before all this happened when Anthony was over there because his sister, Arissa Sadler, she used to work for the Observer. She was a receptionist there.
Okay.
So I'm pretty much aware of this man. And she and him were posting photos of his trip overseas in Europe. And then, all of a sudden, Friday night, something comes in that they stopped this attack. And there was a lot of people on this plane. So they not only saved the people lives on there, they had to save their lives. And I think that's what it came down to. You know, we're going to get wiped out with these people too because he had 8 magazines of ammo, a handgun.
He woke up.
He had an AK-47, which it does damage. It's carnage.
Yeah. Adam said he was asleep, and he woke up, and it was in full.
Exactly. Now, I heard this part of the story when he was on the Late Show with Jimmy Fallon last week. He said he just woke up, and his fellas, hey, let's go.
And he said, let's go.
They was hearing this guy cocking off. So I guess he was trying to load the AK. And he got jammed, so luckily for that.
That's when they attacked. They jumped him.
And went in the action.
He saw his friends go into it. He just followed the leader, and they just took him down. And what was crazy was to see how they beat him down and hogtied him.
He was unconscious.
Yeah,
they beat him unconscious.
Beat him unconscious and hogtied him
backwards.
You know how hard it is to beat somebody unconscious?
But do you imagine waking up hogtied?
With a fan.
He woke up hogtied.
That happened to me last night, you know.
Okay, well, let's get back on this.
You're like,
all right, get back.
You're like, hello, how you doing? I was on Broadway.
Okay, Antonio, what else is going down?
Yes, well, and I know you want to talk about this, even though it did pass, the celebrity golf tournament that was at El Paso Country Club last weekend.
That was very exciting.
You were there, okay?
So were you.
I was only there for a few minutes. You know, I met some of the celebrities, but you had the full Monty on that. Talk a little bit about that.
Well, it started on Sunday night. They had a party, a reception party down at the Elks Towers. And so I basically went as a photographer incognito.
Yes.
And I was taking pictures and stuff, and I went downstairs. I took my wife to this party, and I told my wife, I didn't tell her until we was on our way to the party what the party was all about. So I told her when we got in the car, when we was getting out of the car, I said, Cedric the Entertainer's going to be at this party. And she looked at me like I was crazy, and I said, yeah. So at that particular time, that's the only celebrity that I knew was going to be there. Well, I went upstairs and I came down to the first floor and I was looking out the lobby door and this man came walking across the front and I looked and I said, it was Shaft.
Shut your mouth.
I swear. I'm talking about Shaft.
He's a bad mother.
Shut your mouth. And so when he came, I ran back upstairs and I said to my wife, because she watches being Mary Jane all the time. So I went upstairs and I said to my wife, you ain't going to believe it. She said, what? I said, Mary Jane's father coming. She said, what? I said, just watch the door. She watched the door, and here comes Shaft through the door. And he was cool, y'all.
Oh, did he have a walk? Did he have a cool walk?
He's just a cool person in person, right? And I walked up to him, and I said to him, I had to tell you this. I said, you are the very reason why I bought a leather suit. I said, but the only
everything with Gos come back to clothes.
It's what it is, baby. So I told him, I said,
everything.
Only thing different between my leather suit and yours, I wasn't jumping through no windows. And so he fell out laughing. He started hugging me. And I told him, I said, also for me, you're the first guy I ever knew that had breast cancer.
Yes.
So I talked to him about that. And then I talked to him about being the first black male model coming out of Ebony Fashion Fair. Right. So this man gave me this huge hug like he knew me. So the next day, I show up at the golf tournament. So now here's Danny Glover showing up at the golf tournament.
Well, you just hobnobbing with the...
Look, if I'm gonna rub some elbows, we might as well get them scratched up. You understand what I'm saying? So it was a nice event. It was Alan Warren's first annual golf classic. Mm-hmm. And for a first time out, it was excellent.
Yeah. Hosted by Cedric the Entertainer.
Hosted by Cedric the Entertainer. And he was straight up Cedric the Entertainer. Mm-hmm. You know, he got out there. And what was cool about it was none of these people were pretentious. They were very down to earth. Absolutely. They were very, very cool to be around. They told jokes and stuff, and it was crazy. Mm-hmm. I talked to Danny Glover. He had been here about 7 years ago, and they had an evening with Danny Glover.
That was about 10 years ago.
It was about 10 years ago, okay.
I was there.
Yeah, I was there too.
Mm-hmm. I got a picture with him.
So I said, I got a picture of him with his shoes off, and it was rough.
But he was here 3 years ago, too, when Alan Warren was running for city council.
Yeah. Well, he and Alan Warren are very good 2012. Friends. They're very good friends. But
right. So he's in and out of here. For folks, he lives in San Francisco, so he has access.
He comes pretty close.
He's from San Francisco.
Yeah.
Right. That's true.
Yeah. But what was cool about him that day, he had gotten up like 3 o'clock in the morning to fly here because he had been working on a film. But he flew here just to be here for Alan. So it was a great thing. The food was great. Everything. It was cool.
And they had a lot of celebrities. I mean,
it was nice.
I met Jim.
A lot of sport,
quarterback from the Oakland Raiders. I thought that was pretty cool and stuff. He still looked like he can throw that football too, man.
I'm not a real sports person, but there was a lot of sports folks, a lot of Hall of Famers up in the house that night. And that day. So it was
golfers,
great. Sacramento, the stars
football,
was out.
baseball.
The stars were out.
Even we had a local because Jerry Manuel, who used to manage the Chicago White Sox, he was in attendance.
Okay.
You know, it was
very cool.
Great event. Like I didn't stay that long. I really wanted to, but you know, I've been trying to.
Yeah, but
you're a busy man.
Streamline my weekends.
Nice. You're a busy man.
Yeah, well, the basketball season, football season about to start up. So
I'm going to change the subject. So
yes, sir.
Really quick, what do you know about the Sacramento City College shooting? Do you have any information about that?
Yes. Okay. You know, we get this call at the Observer about there was a shooting on campus last Thursday.
Yeah.
Okay, and what it turned out, there were 2 people injured. They were shot,
and one person
died. They were all men. Okay, and they said it may have started off the campus and it, you know, spilled out onto the campus. So it pretty much was a isolated incident.
So it wasn't on campus. It
was on campus. It was the south part.
I mean, it didn't originate on campus.
I'm sorry, the south part of the parking lot on near Sutterville.
Yeah.
You know,
because I love City College. That's one.
That's where I spent part of my journalism training there. So I was very concerned about that.
That's one of my best experiences as a student was at City College.
Now, it was just like the first, maybe the second week of school when all this went down. So I don't even know if they even caught the shooter.
Did he get away?
Man, he got away. Unfortunately, he made a dramatic getaway.
He made a dramatic exit. He wasn't that far from the freeway. So you got to remember, when people do that kind of stuff, it's right to the freeway.
He got away like
around on the streets.
I mean, we got all type of ways you can get up out of here. Like you said, the highway, the railroad tracks. However he did it. And I think he's
it's just sad
hasn't
that
been
people
apprehended yet.
Take that kind of stuff to places where people are trying to do good things, like people shooting at amusement parks and parties and stuff. That stuff is just straight up insane, you know. Yeah. And you're taking the violence to the campus. Nobody's there for that. They're there for trying to make it better.
Yeah. Well, you know, unfortunately, we got a little national attention. You know, there's been a lot of campus shootings.
This is true
just shooting in
because
public places altogether. So.
I hadn't heard about it. Somebody from Florida called me to ask me about the shooting in Sacramento. I'm like, what are you talking about? And it was right here.
One of my friends from Atlanta, Georgia, she caught a hold of it and posted what she knew about it.
Yeah,
from Atlanta, Georgia. So I just tell you. Every time there's a shooting with anything that has anything with guns right now, it's not even just national. I think it's just worldwide.
But we don't want that kind of publicity.
No, we don't. We don't. I mean, we just been talking about Sacramento coming up as an arts community.
Yeah.
Right.
Okay, I know Milton Bowens was talking about that at one of his art talks a couple of weeks ago, and that's what we want to be known for.
Yeah, and then it's like, and a few years back they had a shooting in Midtown for the art walk. Like,
yes,
that's just odd. It's like, why would you do that? Yeah. Why would you? People trying to, like you said, just trying to relax and have fun.
People trying to enjoy themselves.
So what else do we have in the Observer that you want to
Observer in the Observer? Well, actually, I guess you could say it's local. Anybody know Michael Tubbs?
That name sounds familiar.
Well, this young man, he ran for city council in the city of Stockton a few years ago.
Yeah.
Right.
Oprah?
That's exactly.
Okay.
I was getting to that. Oprah paid for part of his education to go to Stanford University.
Yeah.
Is that correct?
Yeah.
Well, now he just announced that he's going to run for the city of Stockton. He's going to run for mayor.
He's going to run for mayor, yeah.
Right
well, he made big news across the country becoming a councilman. And she gave him bucks. She backed him up.
Yeah, she backed him up.
I think that's what it was. He was very young.
He was real young.
He's still pretty young.
He's young still.
Yeah. But, he's just one of those type of young black men that want to make a difference in the world, help that city out because we know what's...
Yeah. He got involved with Stockton when Stockton started going bankrupt and a lot of the problems started hitting the news and stuff.
A lot of crime.
He came in with the cape.
And the reason why I bring that up, because we don't get a lot of stuff out about these young people, what they do.
Right.
I'm talking about the black males too.
I know. That's right. That's beyond sports. Mm-hmm. Right, beyond music and rapping and stuff of this nature, you don't hear anything about black folks doing anything other than sports or music or shooting up somebody. I think that's cool to have that kind of information, to know that this brother is positive that he's actually doing something.
In Northern California, because a lot of people, I just found out, school just started a week or two ago, and a lot of them going to these big name colleges around here too. The Stanfords, the UCLAs, UC Berkeley, and things, and just hearing from their parents is just a great thing to hear about. So that's some of the things we need to talk about. And
that's
Takara Johnson. Didn't you have her on the show?
Yeah, we had Takara.
Yeah. She's going
to
over
at UC Davis. Yeah,
cool.
That's one of the things that's not talked about. No, not for sure. But that's one of the things that they don't talk about. That the numbers are really up in young black men going to college. And
Yeah, not only that, but we had like they had this thing, I think, in, let me see, a group of 100 black men, male professionals, greet students on the first day to help bust stereotype. So it's going to be in the show notes where I have on there where these 100 black men, when these kids was coming to school, they stood outside.
Yes, I saw that was great.
And give them high five when they go into school.
That was great. And that's what you got to do, make it fun for them.
Yeah.
So they can understand.
Acknowledge them, make it say, we watching you.
Right.
Well, those are things that we need to start celebrating, just like you were saying, besides the sports, coming out. Because, a whole community will come out for a football game and celebrate everybody just playing football. But here you have young men that are graduating with 4.0s plus, and nobody's out there to support them. So, yeah.
Now, I'm going to get some more of this Scooby-Doo.
I do want to end this one. This might interest you, Lawrence, Mr. Insa'a.
Thank you very much.
Norway in 2017 is going to cancel out FM radio.
Whoa.
Wow.
Because
it's all digital.
Audio broadcasting is on the rise. And this is going to be happening in other parts of the world.
Well, and also, too, the backstory of that is that a lot of times, like the bands for FM and AM, they are premium bands, and cell phones want them. The cell phone companies want them. That's why with our television stations, we went to digital because cell phones was buying up those bands so that they can, increase their.
It's kind of funny how we switched. Because, first we started off with AM radio.
AM, you had a little transistor.
They had a little transistor for everything.
They might have not had a transistor.
News.
Be quiet. I can't help it. My name ain't Moses.
I never saw this coming. I mean, now they're going to phase out FM.
Those bands belong to it's a public trust. It's ours. Those bands. So when they sell them away, it's almost like they're giving away our property. It's very interesting when you look at the politics of it.
Yes.
Because we don't know what we're losing because those bands belong to us.
So I have a question. Okay, because we get like AM, FM radio for free. Right. So when it goes digital, do we have to start paying for it?
Sure.
Oh yeah.
Just like
that's
it's
why
just like cable.
Everything has something to do with money. So I'm pretty sure this is the direction that we're going.
Yeah. Part of the deal is that they have to have some of the digital channels supposed to be local. Because they ran into a problem with Clear Channel. It was a situation that happened in a small town where Clear Channel had the radio stations, and nobody knew that an accident happened because they got rid of the FM radio. Because usually when some accident happened, they announced it over the radio, and they didn't have that, so they didn't know that this train or something blew up or whatever it may be, and people was getting sick. They didn't know. They didn't have a way to disseminate the information. Right. Because they got rid of all these, it was very interesting. So they have to have a certain amount of local stuff on the digital stuff. So
can we go back for a minute? I just want to ask one question. Did y'all hear about Freddie Gray's family settling for $6.4 million?
Yes.
Yeah, very cool.
Yes. $6.4 million today.
Yes, that's
okay.
I'm pretty sure they want their kid back though. They don't want it.
Yeah. Well, they all do. We know that.
We know that, but that's 6.4.
That compensation that's about it, right?
Makes things a little easier.
One thing about it.
Yeah.
They've been doing this. They done paid out a lot of money for these type of cases already.
But they're saying that this is the highest amount paid out for one situation at one time. So
Marish, I want to ask you something.
Sure. Go ahead.
In 2020, are you going to vote for Kanye West?
I would like to see what he's.
You want his platform?
Platform? What he's.
Yeah. All right, but then they said
he probably walked away with 30 of it.
Well, he limped away with 30. He's like, my back.
My back, my leg, my head.
And he ended up broke.
Slurring his words and stuff.
And he ended up broke.
May you rest in peace.
Broke and dead.
Yeah.
So are you gonna vote for Kanye?
Well, I want to see what he's, what he's running.
Ain't nobody voting for Kanye, y'all. Stop.
Wait. There's people just voting for what's
Trump. Yeah, but you know what I'm saying.
What? Are you gonna finish that sentence? He's like, we don't know what you're saying.
They haven't voted for him yet.
They showed it. They put a actor in.
But when he left off, what did he do? Went right back to acting.
Yeah. The kindergarten cop.
That's a different element, though, y'all. That's different.
That's California. So you're not gonna vote for Kanye, right?
It's not that I'm not gonna. It's not that I'm not gonna vote for it. Kanye's got to talk about somebody besides himself. Okay, so
well, that's what politicians do, talk about themselves.
Yeah, I think that's what. Yeah,
he'd be perfect as a politician, you know. Except for he can't walk around talking about he's Jesus though.
That's what I'm saying.
That's the only thing. You can't be like a black folks that go vote for you because
I don't think he said Jesus. I think he called himself Jesus.
Well, you know,
my mother would say that's close enough.
Well, in Hebrew, there is no such thing as a J. So yeah, he's probably pronouncing it right? Jesus. So yeah. So I don't know. I have to, like you said, I have to hear what he got to say. Yeah. His platform, you know.
I'm not voting for no guy.
I wonder. Wait a minute. I wonder what
foolishness, man.
I wonder what his stance is on solar energy.
What would be the reason for voting for him? What
exactly?
What would be?
Platform he got? We done had some clowns in the.
He said a bush.
We done had some clowns in the White House.
Yeah. And a West. Okay.
Yes. Well. He probably legalized drugs. You know.
They already legalizing drugs.
Yeah. He probably legalized that. You know.
He already.
You know. He probably legalized that. You know.
They already legalizing drugs. At least.
Well, they tried to legalize it anyway. The cannabis.
They're getting pretty close.
Well, yeah. I think it's a lot of states. I think we.
Well, yeah.
Already.
I mean, Columbia,
Washington.
Yeah. But it's still legal federally. So okay, so what's next up? I guess that's it. Also, too, in the show notes, I'm gonna put on here the future of work. We have a person where they actually, instead of they actually going to work as a robot. It's very interesting. So
is that my life as a robot?
Yeah. So they actually go to their job, go to meetings as a robot. It's like a tablet on wheels, right? And you see their face, and they actually just using a joystick to walk around the office.
Yeah.
It's very strange, but it's yeah, it's very interesting.
Something we probably should pay attention to, though.
People should, because I think we're right around the corner from it.
People need to start paying more attention to people. That's all I'm saying.
Well, you will, but as a robot, you pay attention to
people going to have to stand up for themselves. You better start paying attention
to start taking your job.
Okay. Well, I mean, but they already kind of somewhat have that type of stuff where you go into these meetings and they have what is it called?
You ever watch the movie? You ever see the movie Outer Limits? You ever see they used to have
Outer Limits? Yeah,
there used to be a show called Outer Limits.
Yes.
If they keep going,
it's gonna be Outer Limits.
This is gonna be Outer Limits, and it's gonna be hard to come back after that.
All right, so I guess we're gonna come to the end of the show.
Yes,
and we want to thank our guests. We had Gos as our first guest, and then we had
Mr. Leo Hickman.
Leo Hickman as our second guest.
That was a great discussion.
We had
tea. Really enjoyed that.
Yeah. We'll maybe we toast again.
Ooga booga tea.
We still got to get some more bigger cups, but
See, you mess with the brothers, they want bigger cups. So, I think can't take y'all nowhere.
Yes, cheers.
Yeah, here you go.
Cheers to you.
Well, no, we're not cheering. We doing
we celebrate
urban.
Yeah. well, we doing this without the weed. Okay.
Just give me a head nod.
And some watermelon. So
he's gonna hurry down to the farmer's market.
I am. I'm going to. Wait a minute. I'm going to Safeway right now. I'm gonna pick up a watermelon right now. Okay. I got some grapes, but I don't think grapes is a. Okay.
And all these listeners gonna be running out getting watermelon tonight.
I bought some grapes. They was very. Wait a minute. They was very expensive though.
Watermelon. Hey, but I'm gonna leave that one alone. Okay.
Yeah. Say good night, Marichelle.
Good night.
All right. So that has been Black Talk Sacramento number 12. Right here, Underground Books.
12.
And you can come down here and buy a book. And hopefully you'll buy a book, make those pages clap. And that's it. My name is Insa.
My name is Marichelle J. Brown.
My name is Gerry Gos Simpson.
And quote unquote, Tony Harvey.
And we'll see you soon.
See you next month.
And we're out.
And we're gone.
Peace.